Hey man, it's been a while. Hi Nyla. Hey Riley. Thank y'all for coming in. I just wanted to say, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being in. Hey Leon. Just wanted to say thank y'all for being in my life. I'm trying to make my own song. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I thank y'all for being here. I, I don't know if I'm it's based off Slenderman. That's pretty cool. I don't know what I want to talk about, to be honest. I don't want to I don't want to get into I don't want to get into like anything weird, but you mean finger gun? You didn't really point a gun at me. You just had your finger gun out. But but yeah. I'm trying to think about what brings you to a live stream tonight. Well, that's what I want to get into. Because I wanted to say some things like, to be honest, like as much as I'm happy right now, I feel like the state of like stress and putting myself into things like I don't want to work. Like I don't want to put myself through too much work, but mind y'all, I gotta be like grinding for this, and I also gotta like stay up on my ass trying to get everything to work. As a matter of fact, like I'm trying to work on music, and this shit is just like plus like this like stress levels is just building up, man. I don't want to get into like too much of these like topics because like some of them are kind of heavy. Like I'm gonna be completely honest. Some of the shit that I could get into is gonna be very heavy, and it's just like I don't want to I don't want to go to that, but also at the same time like I don't want to leave y'all here, thinking like I'm not okay. I don't know what I want to put the rest of the song of it. I make up. I don't know half of it. And that's okay, buddy. Working on music is like a coping mechanism for me, especially for the outside world out of it. Because like building up music for me is like explaining emotions I can't get out to because like big emotions I have like I haven't been able to express since I was even like born, since I even had a thought. And my mom has always been able to understand most of it for the most part, and I've been able to express easier nowadays, but it's just like right now I don't know what to talk about anymore, I I think I'm building up way too much stress from a lot of the shit that I shouldn't even be a part of. And the shit that I shouldn't even be a part of is causing like the stress to build up like way too much of these big emotions. I don't even know what to get out, man. Don't let that stress bottle up inside of you for too long or it will freaking eat you up alive. That's what I always tell myself, but like I'm gonna be completely honest, like I don't even know how to express my stress. So it's just like putting into a song. Sometimes I don't even know how to make what I want to. Most of the songs that I even just make are just happen by accident. Like the melodies, the beat, the the producing of it, the words that I add into it, it doesn't come out on purpose like how I want it to. But yet again, here I am. So I look for a lot of things for coping mechanisms, like trying to explain it, but even explaining it doesn't even work because like I don't know how to express like 5 billions of these things Jack Sparrow. Okay, we get it. Jack Sparrow. I love Johnny Depp. Don't get me wrong. He's like my celebrity crush, but we don't. Okay, I don't want to be. I don't want to give y'all. I don't want to be a liar. I don't want to be a liar to you all. I want to speak my mind. I want to speak my mind because it's the, like, you know, like I'm telling you right now, I don't even know how to like tell you all right now. I don't even know how to tell you all how I feel right now. I could say I'm numb, but like even then again, like that's not how I feel right now because I do have emotions. It's just it's hard to express that. I guess I've always been numb or something. I don't even fucking know. I'm so annoying. You're not annoying. It's just like Jack Sparrow, Jack Sparrow, Jack Sparrow. Okay. All right. All right, buddy. All right, buddy. To be honest, I find myself way more annoying than you. I find myself way more annoying than anybody on this planet. And this is the reason why. This is the reason why I hate myself. Like expressing, letting go shit you can't, but it's okay to cry. I know it's okay to cry. It's just like right now I can't. Like I want to cry. Like don't get me wrong, I want to. But like also half the time I don't want to, but right now my body is just refusing. Like it's cried way too much in like the last year. I can't right now. I do cry here and there. I do cry in front of people, you know. No big deal, but it's just most of the time my body refuses to cry. I don't know why it does that, but it does. It just, you know. I mean, I had a mental breakdown the other day. I understand that. I didn't even want to go like live tonight, but like I just felt like I had to like get something out because like none of my peeps up to like talk to other than I just now realized Riley's up. Usually I think everyone's asleep and I know Riley you're usually asleep. Like you're usually asleep at like 4, 6 in the morning. I don't know. And thank you, Grox. I appreciate that. It was a struggle I had. Destani, a friend, had helped me credit to her. Oh, Destiny, not Destani. My fucking dumbass. My fucking stupid, stupid, stupid ass, yeah. But yeah, like expressing though is just like the biggest thing that like I haven't been able to do. That's what I thought too when I met her. But yeah, when you express something that you can't like truly have like a total understanding of, you want to express every little bit about it. But release all those demons that are bottled up inside. You just cry now and them all out. Your friends have your back in live stream too. Yeah, thank you. It's just I'm not trying to hold it in, like, I'm not forcefully like, I'm not forcing myself, it's just I can't cry, like, my body's just ignoring the path, like, up here, like, it's always wanting to cry, it's always looking for some way to express things. The only way I've been able to express anything was music and poetry and, and images slash, like, characters from, like, a video game that I can image myself into a certain moment, into a certain feeling. That's the only way I've been able to express anything large, that I, like, had a small little uh, bit about it just to put it into something big. Um, and there's a reason why, because like everyone else, they're always like everyone else compared to me, it's always been like, oh, I'm sad, or oh, I'm angry, or oh, I'm happy. Whenever I'm like really, really excited, I don't just feel happy. I don't just feel excited. I don't just feel great. I don't just feel good. I feel everything. I feel everything into like one thing. And that's always been something that I've just had to deal with since everything. So you know, one thing that I'm actually proud of right now is that my dad s- literally actually trained to quit alcohol again, and I'm glad he is. It's just the matter of fact of I don't know if he'll get back into it, so I'm worried about him constantly. Other times he's busy, so whenever I'm calling him, he can't pick up the phone because he's out doing something, like going to like because I think he's still a chaplain. Like I think that's still a part-time job. If not, he's still he's working as a pastor, so he's kind of busy on there. Mom is like a year clean from drinking. That's great. Have I ever been bullied before? Yes, I have. Back in 5th grade, I used to be called faggot. I used to be called giraffe snake. I used to be called the N word. People would call me nigga all the time, bro. And I know, like, hearing that as a white, like, hearing that probably from a white person, that's literally what they'd call me. They would interrupt me saying that shit. They would, um, they would do a lot of things, and I know it's wrong for me to say that, but, like, I just wanna let you know, like, that's literally how it sounded from them, coming from them. That's not from my words, that's literally what they would do. They would just come up to me, they would call me that. They would harass me. Other times, they would just rage bait me, they would put me into a cycle. And it was always like, you know and even if I spoke up to the teacher, I knew for a fact she wouldn't believe me. I knew for a fact she wouldn't because all these kids, it was like multiple kids, and they all had alibis, so they could protect each other. But ever since then, that school, most of those kids who did that have left that school, and over in like the last few years. So, it's kind of hard. But nowadays, I kind of just don't care what people call me. I mean, like, people have called me like me and my friends, like, we jokingly call each other uh, some of this stuff too sometimes because it's the only way that we know how to like jokingly you know to let everyone know that we're not offended. Most of the time, I dislike my mom, but sometimes she's really sweet and kind, but then she switches and begins to be rude. Sorry for talking about myself. You're good. Like I said, I'm here to like unite with people, so if you want to talk about yourself, you can, but I just want you to know that I want you to be protected by, your shit. Because I don't know if you want to go into the public eye in the future, and I don't know if you want this shit to, affect you. But yeah. I have been bullied before. That's kind of always what happened to me since I was younger, getting picked on. But I've not really ever been physically bullied. I think I've only been like hurt by bullies once physically. and that was, like, when I was, like, way younger, but that was only, like, once. We got into a fight, and that's kinda, like, what happened. But other times, it's always just me being called names or me being called or just me being rage baited. Going to 6 3. Did you ever have a girlfriend? Yeah, I've had multiple. I have a dating life. And hi, Rue. It's been a while, man. We love you, man. Wonder where Nyla went though. But yeah, I've had a dating life for quite a while. Hi, weird. I've had 6 girlfriends. That's good. I've had. I've had. Have you ever been cheated on before? No, surprisingly. Honestly, if I do get cheated on, I wouldn't be surprised though. But if someone does cheat on me, they can say goodbye because I'm not keeping them in my life. That's for sure. I only had 4 boyfriends. I'm definitely bisexual or lesbian. I want to make. I mean, if you turn lesbian, I guess you turn lesbian. But if you're bi, you're bi. You know, whatever. I don't like to put on labels for my sexuality. I just don't really care. I just date whoever I'm attracted to, and if they're attracted to me, you know. I hope y'all are having a great night / day wherever y'all are at. I gotta sleep. Good night. All right. Good night, Rue. We love you, man. Can you give me advice for getting a girlfriend? Well, I'll be completely honest, Grox, since I know you in real life and you're like one of my best friends, getting a girlfriend is definitely gonna be like a hard thing to do because most of the time people were the ones to ask me out. Now, don't get me wrong, I've asked people out myself, but some of those times I was pressured into doing it, even though I liked the person. I was pressured into asking a person out. Would you honestly consider yourself bi and why? I wouldn't consider myself really like caring. Like I don't know. Like I can't tell if I'm like bi or pan, but I do like I do like men and women. And the reason why is because I've always thought that men were cute or hot, and also like, a lot of them have great personality. Now, do I still stand by that nowadays? Not all the time. I think most of the time a lot of men are just, out of there. And girls, same thing for them. They can be cute and hot, you know. It's always just been like both are cool, but Grox, to answer your question for getting girls, I would say like, it's the same thing like for getting fame, if the person who you ask out criticizes you or, you're gonna have some moments where people are gonna laugh at you if they ask you out. Like I've had this happen to me before. I've had different people like a guy that asked out. He laughed at me. There was a girl that I asked out who actually did not like did not like me at all. As a matter of fact, she pretty much turned me down basically before I could even get over to her. But if you ask somebody out, I would say just be real with your feelings, don't try to flex, don't try to be someone who you're not. And if they criticize you, be the bigger person, walk away, and because you tried, that's the big step in life, don't quit, but obviously you don't want to be a creep, you don't want to be, you don't want to be weird. You want to stay true to yourself and your feelings, even if people don't like want to date you, you know, don't let that self fail you down, bro. Pick yourself up, be true, You like a girl in co-op, that's pretty cool. Well, dude, I hope, if you're friends with her, if you're, or if you're not, but you want to ask her out, I say go for it. But for me, I don't let a whole lot of things stop me. I think you pansexual and asexual. I think I've become more asexual recently. You know, how? Like how? Like how should you approach her? I mean, like there's different ways to approach people, but I think the best way is just to walk up, have confidence in your step, have a certain way, um, ask them out, ask them out, like don't demand, do not demand. Okay, never ask that. Would you ever consider dating a guy and why? I've dated two guys before. Would you ever consider dating a guy and why? I would consider dating men. For one thing, like I can tell you, like, there's this one guy that I used to like that I was flirting with for about a month. And honestly, we had a lot of chemistry. We acted kind of similar. We had a lot of the same interests. And honestly, like, you would find a lot in both worlds that you wouldn't like. You would find something in one world that you wouldn't find in another world. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if he wants to ask questions, let him ask questions. If he's here to like fucking like criticize me, I don't give a shit. If he's here to just ask questions because he wants to, he wants to have different opinions or different like perspectives, let him. I'm not gonna criticize him just for asking a bunch of questions. Let him ask questions. But I would definitely date a guy because, like, honestly, like dating men, like if you find somebody who you really like, you're attracted to, you know, but you're afraid of, being criticized, don't care about the criticism, bro. I'm telling you, the criticism is the last thing that you want to fall out for. Especially since like I haven't really cared since a lot of my ex friends have left me recently. Either I had to kick them out of my life or they had to kick me out of their life. I really don't care because I'm just happy that I was in their life and they were in my life. I'm not going to keep, moving forward with along with it. I'm not going to stay in the past too much with it. But I like to look back on those moments and be like, you know, that was a good moment. I like to recommend that to my friends one sometime, you know. Guys are way more mature than girls. And I wouldn't say that. Both worlds are definitely not more mature than each other. I find a lot of girls to be less like I find a lot of girls to be more mature than guys, and I find a lot of guys to be more mature than than a lot of girls. That is definitely a complete lie to me because honestly, like I can try Grox. I will tell you, like, I'm not always the best wingman, but I can definitely try. I'll definitely try and help you, man. Yes, I have gonna let me know. I'm sad, no, yeah. I'm sad, no. But yeah, I find both men and women attractive. Men especially, like, as well, because like men have there's something on that side of the world that I can definitely find. I mean, it's very rare for me to find a guy that I like and find attractive because most of the men that I see nowadays are just their personality is just not the greatest. I don't really care for the looks. I just care for more of the fact of how they are as a person. And to be honest, like The reason why I say that is because a lot of the guys that I see nowadays are either like way, way, way too focused on like, I don't know, focused on the fact that, they're either like way, way, way too conservative or they're way too hyper. I should say they're like way too straight. I shouldn't say conservative because not all conservative people like are bad because there's a lot of good conservative people, but yet again there's also a lot of bad conservative people. There's a lot of bad like, you know, liberal people, but there's also a lot of good liberal people. So like both worlds are definitely like, to me it's like a 50-50. Um, but for men nowadays, it's either they're way too straight or they're way too hypersexual. As a demigirl, both are hard and none of are mature enough. Men and women can be not mature, and some men can be mature. Men can be way too possessive, like property, and sometimes men hurts the female, and women can can be that way too. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. That's literally why I'm moderate as hell. I'm very moderate, like whenever it comes to political views, um, how the world works. I try to keep myself neutral. Your own personal opinion on a boy hitting. Wait, your own personal opinion on a boy hitting a and what? What? Hold up. Could you like? I'm sorry. I'm a little stupid. I'm a little slow. Could you like repeat that? Like repeat that in like better words. I'm just a little bit stupid. Like, what do you mean, like hitting on a girl, or do you mean like hitting, like point, like beating the shit out of her? Like whoa, like I'll just sit here and wait for like the next question and then come back to you. No one should hit a woman. Wait, no one should be hit, and women shouldn't be hurt, and men shouldn't get hurt either. I'm sorry, I had a stroke reading that. I'm too tired for this, but I can't sleep right now. My brain is hurting, bro. What is a wingman? A wingman is like, so like think about it like this. So you're going to ask somebody out. You have a friend who's like backup, like who's like your friend who's like there to guide you basically, like the person to help you through it. Whether it be a clever way to get like the girl, or like they're just standing right next to you while you ask whoever you're asking out. That's basically what a wingman is. I learned that about like 4 to 5 years ago about wingmen. Its grammar's hurt. Its grammar hurts me too. Okay. Yeah, no, grammar hurts me as well, man. Like, I have a mom who used to be a public school English teacher, so like, y'all, I'm used to like reading a bunch of like books when I was like younger, like way too many books. But now I don't read as much as I did nowadays. I need to start reading more books though. I need to get back into reading my Five Nights at Freddy's books. But anyways, I thank y'all for being here. By the way, I love every single one of y'all. Y'all are awesome. Leon, you ready for the next question? Either next question or like repeat the same question. Just like, I guess either I don't know if it's like the grammar that's the issue or if I'm just like really, really stupid. Like I'm just stupid up here in the brain right now. Because that happens a lot when I don't understand much. I'm gonna take off my beanie, bro. My hair's crazy. It's fluffy though. I love it fluffy. Had to brush it. That's why it doesn't look the best right now. I'm hoping one day I'll get it cut soon. Gotta go. All right. Bye, Riley. We love you. I'll talk to you soon. Your own opinion on a boy hitting. Oh, your own personal opinion on a boy hitting a girl and why. My own opinion. No, I don't think anyone should be getting hurt. I don't think anyone should be getting harmed. But if it's like self defense, like let's say a girl is crazy, like she has a knife, and the only way this dude is able to get out of the space that he's getting out of is by fighting back, then I'm all for it because at this point, like, he's protecting himself, she's being the crazy one, even if it's the same way around. Like if the guy's being crazy and the girl needs like some sort of way to get out, she's got to fight her way out. But if it's like something like that, like a girl accidentally breaks a plate and then the dude hits her, I think that dude should get fucked up. Like I think like his face should get fucked up because like at that point, like you hit a girl, you know, you get hit by a girl. I mean, you get hit by a girl or you get hit by a boy or whatever, it doesn't matter. I believe that like whoever you're fighting should not be hurting you, bro. Like they should not be hurting you. You should not be hurting them. But if you really have to self protect yourself, do it. So it's just my own personal opinion. Because, like, to be honest, like, you know, that's my opinion. And Grux, I thank you for being in here, man. I appreciate you, man. Hold up. Grux, I thought your profile picture was Grug for a second. I was like, yo, rhymes with Grug. Yeah. I thank y'all for being here, by the way. Like, I love every single one of y'all. Y'all are awesome. But, you know, at the same time, like, if y'all have any more questions, like, go ahead, ask me. I'm going to be up till 2, and it's 1:42 in the morning right now. So, yeah. If y'all got any, like, questions for me by then, I'll answer them. But as soon as it hits 2, I'm out. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll BRB. Message retracted. Darn. Didn't get to read it. Oh well. What good Roblox video I do in Roblox animation game on Roblox? I have no idea. I haven't looked at anyone's YouTube channel really recently. I've just been going to bed and watching Queso while after making music, because during the day I'd be working and then I'd be working on music, watching my little brother, going to bed, and then wake up and then doing the same thing, basically. What my video should be. I have no idea. Do whatever the heck you want, man. I have no idea for you, man. Like I would say if I could right now. Also came up with a genius idea for a Nerf gun. It's a literal cat laser pointer taped and also like rubber banded onto a Nerf gun. And if I just want to turn it off, just push that to the side. It's so genius, man. Instead of having to pay like $100 for this shit, or like $50 or whatever, bro. Boom. Just need a laser pointer that can function and fit onto a gun. Grab electrical tape or basically any kind of tape at that point, and a one of them bracelet rubber bands, and just mount it on, and boom, you're good. You get yourself a functioning flipping laser pointer on a gun, man. Shit's awesome. I love it. It's so random though. But hey, if you want to make videos, finding creativity, look at your favorite creators like videos, man. Get some inspiration from that. Obviously, you don't want to steal the idea, but take some inspiration from it, and then come up with an original idea. I mean, that's how I basically I make my music, bro. Is I took some inspiration from one of my favorite artists, went into the studio, cooked up a nice little melody, which was made on accident, but also kind of on purpose, but it was mostly on accident. Then I just then I took the what was it? Took the knowledge on how to use drum patterns, how to use 808s, synths, whatever I could, and just put that into there. Use inspiration, man. Man, water just tastes so good. Yeah, Cash, I can see you, bro. Yo, it's been a while, man. Other than I just talked to you like a minute ago. Sorry, it took me 33 hours. Now you're good. How y'all both doing? I'm thinking about going to bed at like 2. I just came to say I'll BRB again. Say hi. I just came to say I'll BRB again. It's all good. I'm probably going to bed at 2, so you don't gotta be here. I changed my profile picture to my anime crush, bro. It's crazy. Bro. Bro. My Mexican friend who challenged me to tell him a bunch of Mexican jokes. Like, I'm telling you, bro. He told me to do this. He was like, dude, I challenge you in like the next 2 months to tell me the worst Mexican jokes you can find or ones that you've heard or you can come up with and give it to me for the next 2 months. And so this is like one of the worst. This is like the 2 worst ones that I said today. I was like, when you sing the national anthem, is it Jose, can you see? Or Juan say, can you see? Or Ese, can you see? And he's like, bro, this is actually pretty funny. And I say, and then the next one I was like, what do you call 2 Mexicans playing basketball? And he was like, Juan versus Juan. He's like, bro. I caught the cockroach there. Wait, what? The cockroach. What do you mean, look? What? What look? Cockroach, bro. If there's a cockroach, god damn. There's a cockroach. I got this bad boy right here. Pew! Straight up. Gotta make sure it's aligned perfectly. Or at least somewhat perfectly. Look, cockroach. Like, what you mean, bro? Play it, you'll get it. Is that how you spell it? Like, is that actually how you spell it, bro? Because, like, I don't want to, like, La Cucaracha by Pika Pika? Or is that little or is it literally just La Cockroacha? Bro, let me look at the lyrics, bro. Translate to English. Hold up. The cockroach can't walk anymore because he doesn't have it because he lacks it. I like to watch a big cockroach. He walks in the kitchen in my mother's flip flop. He has removed a paw. The cockroach can't walk anymore because he doesn't have it. I like to walk the lame cockroach, never give up, and even if it's a missing leg, he always stands in the kitchen. He has such bad temper, his poor lady, that my father with his flip flop has taken another leg away. Bro, what is this song about, bro? Bro, I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, America, but I don't get it. It's no, no one Mexican song. Don't fucking know, bruh. Like I'm trying to find what you want me to play, bro. You're gonna have to give me the shit on my phone, bro. Play your new song. Shit is fire. Honestly, I haven't heard it, and I've been wanting to play it. So you know what? We'll play it on stream until. All right, bro. Bro, I'm actually scared to play this, bro. Not like scared in like a bad way, but like scared as in like, bro. Like I'm scared it's gonna be good. Like it's gonna be so good enough that I have to be like, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I almost got assassinated by my water. Anyways, you need to start making a fucking EP. You should let me on part two. Definitely. I'm playing, bro. You don't have to let me on part two, but welcome back, Gross. You can't hear it. Y'all can't hear it. If you cannot hear it, bro, I'm sorry, y'all, but like this song is cool. Y'all should go listen to this song. It's on the other channel, but it's fire. I love it. I'd play it, but like honestly, to be honest, like we just chilling, bro. Because on the other channel, Cash has been posting, and also Cash, I definitely start promoting, bro. Like actually start promoting, bro. You start promoting. I will never promote my songs because, like, well, low key, I don't really want to promote my songs. I really just don't care if people want to listen to them now. But I think I'm gonna work on my next song, and then whatever happens, happens. Bro, I'm done with being trans. All right, bet. I mean, like, if that's how you feel, man, I'm paying. Well, not playing. I mean, I'm paying sexual, but I didn't know you was a pain, bro. I didn't know. I was just playing, bro. You're my brother, bro. I don't actually think that way about you, bro. But I do joke like that to all my brothers. Like even my boy Isaac can vouch for that, bro. And my friend Vaden, and my friend Brooks, and then my friend Raiden, and then my friend my friend Logan, and my friend Landon, and my friend the list just goes on and on. If you're a male friend that I can joke with like that, bro, like you would vouch for me, bro. All you can subscribe to me. I know you subscribe to me. Yeah, I subscribe to you, bro. Diddy, I know that's you. No, definitely not. Hey yo, Stephen Hawking, did you get the baby oil? No fun. I'm done. I can't, man. See what I posted back on my story again. Hold up. I don't make enough time for myself. Don't give a fuck about that shit. Y'all, I'm cash rapping. Y'all, don't give a fuck about that shit. Don't give a fuck about that shit. No, I'm playing, bro. That's not how you actually sound to me, bro. But it's a small little joke. It's over exaggerating, bro. It's 2 o'clock. Oh shit, you're right. You're right. Hold up, I want to wait for Cash's response to that. I told my mama I'd be great. I told my mama I'd be great. I told my mama I'd be great. Well, what'd you do if some loser could choose your fate? Putting bullets through his face. Beach, test my temple and his gates. All my people keeping hate from this place. Every time I want to take an eye for an eye, I remember I would surely go blind. But if I could rewind time, save the souls in that mosque, I would kill that piece of shit at any fucking cost. Die, lie in the dirt where all the sinners went. Burn so the righteous can protect the fucking innocent. Where do all my people with triggers that gonna offend? They can't. My bad. I'm a, I'm a kid. All right, bro. I'm gonna talk to you after this stream. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Not actually, but good night, y'all. Love every single one of y'all. Have a great day. And Cash, I'm gonna speak to you. I'm in your closet. I don't have a closet in this room, bro. Which closet in the house, by the way? I'm gonna text you.